Today I'm going to share with you the story behind my latest painting, which is temporarily known as The Yellow in the Thicket. This is just fresh from the oven because you still can see that the painting is still tapped on the paperboard. While I was visiting Malta, my very good friends, Valerio and Verna, they're such a lovely couple, they took me sightseeing in Gozo Island as well as in Malta. And while I was standing atop the hill in Gozo Island, overlooking the panorama of the Mediterranean Sea, which I was absolutely mesmerized by, and then I realized there were some yellow flowers growing just right in front of me. When you look at the painting, undoubtedly you will notice that the yellow flowers are growing with the dry branches and twigs of the thicket around. And I thought, that's such a beautiful scene. Although I could not tell what captivated me, but I took a photo of it. And then I traveled to France to prepare for my solo exhibition, and then I traveled to Italy, and then I returned to Brunei. Now, coming back to Brunei, I suddenly felt a disconnection from what I had been doing during my Europe trip, fully immersed in art and partly organizing the art schedules and a lot of preparations, which I truly enjoyed so much. So when I came back, I suddenly felt there was disconnection, and I felt lonely and maybe not being in the right place of artistic growth. But I carried on painting anyway, and then one day I decided that I would want to paint the yellow flowers on one of the hills in Gozo. And so I painted it, and then after completed it, I just started to have tears flowing down from my eyes. And at that moment I realized this painting is actually mirroring my innermost sentiment. And then after completed the painting, I just felt something in me was understood. Desire in me was understood through the brush strokes that I had applied on the painting. I felt, this is really normal. Like, I experience it, you experience it, anyone will always experience this feeling of loneliness and having to work in silence, having to hustle in silence. Every now and then, every one of us will definitely pass through that period in life. But I felt this painting just translated really well, and I hope you feel connected to it. There is a saying that I particularly feel connected to is 白日不到处，青春恰自来, which means even the place where sunlight cannot reach, spring still arrives. Those yellow tiny flowers become a mirror reflection to my own sentiment. It is a message, a reminder that you and I can blossom quietly in the place that is least expected. So this painting, it is not just about Malta. It's about hope. It's about choosing to grow, even though you don't really feel like sometimes. Thank you so much for spending the time with me, and I hope you enjoy the story and the message of wisdom behind this painting. And I hope you love this painting as much as I do, as well as the message that it carries. If you would like to know more about what I do and my paintings, you can visit my website huifengeng.com. Next time, I will share with you some poem with one of my paintings. So looking forward to sharing with you next time. Bye.